It's the time to get down.
I like it.
You Times are a-changing, but some things stay the same. You start each morning with a cup of coffee every day. Maybe hit the snooze, turn on the local news, but nothing good comes from a one-sided point of view. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info, stay for the reefer. Marijuana for dummies. Come for the info and stay for the reefer.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marijuana for Dummies, the show that is resisting the miseducation of marijuana. It's informative, it's unique, and I get to speak from the perspective of 30 years of medical practice. As a board-certified pediatrician, pediatric hospitalist, and intensivist. I get to speak from that point of view about marijuana because I'm a medical marijuana supporter and user. I suffer from spinal stenosis, L3, L4, L5, and chronic pain syndromes of various types. And so medical marijuana has been part of my treatment for some time. So this show is all about empowerment and sharing the experience and also having a good time. So what am I smoking today? Today I am smoking Gorilla Glue. I'm smoking Gorilla Glue, which I had delivered to me by Ganja Runner. It's not an endorsement, but I know you're going to look it up, and I don't have any problem. If you order, tell them Pax Stereo Mario Hemsley. Maybe they'll give me something. But Ganja Runner delivered the Gorilla Glue, which they charged me $50 for an eighth. So today's show is really, first of all, going to give you an update about the latest, because I just went to the dispensary. Mine is, what's the name of my dispensary? Smoke One, because they keep changing the name. Smoke One is down the street from the USC on Vermont. It still only does medical. And so I went there, and I recently upped. And so I want to give you sort of a report on the difference in prices and the taxes, and also some of the political insight that goes on to it. Okay, first of all, I told you that I was smoking Gorilla Glue, and what's so wonderful today is that you can get reviews of all these strains, so they have it all up. You could look, right now I just Googled Gorilla Glue to tell you what I'm smoking, because, I forgot.
Oh, that's bad, man. That's just bad.
So here's what they say at marijuana.com. That's right, at www.marijuana.com. Here is what they are saying about Gorilla Glue, which my cousin knew. He was like, oh, yeah, that's Gorilla Glue's a good one. That's a combination of this and that. Well, anyway, they say the scoop. This is what they say. An exhilarating indica-dominant hybrid with epic THC content. Gorilla Glue stamped its lofty competition from 2014 through 2015, taking home 8 trophies. Wow. They were a winner in Jamaica, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. They have been internationally recognized as one of the world's most potent strains. And yet it's a hybrid. It's an indica-dominant hybrid. Well, I like it. It's a little heavy for the morning. Okay? See, that's the problem. Some of this stuff, if you get up and smoke this in the morning with your coffee, you might go back to bed. So I really think of sativa in the morning. But you know me, I don't know why. I think it was left in the pipe. The Gorilla Glue, because it's a tasty strain now. It's a tasty strain. And that's what I'm smoking today. But let's get back to this whole price thing. So, I like Ganja Runner. They deliver. They're one of the delivery services here in Los Angeles. They have a wide variety. And so I ordered a big, and I do sell the big orders. I think I told you last time, but I'm going to do a comparison now. I think so. Last time I used these heavy hitters. Let me take it off. These heavy hitters, okay, these vapes. These are wonderful. This one's Pineapple Express. It comes in a variety. It's a cartridge and a battery. I set the paper. It's a cartridge and a battery. That's the cartridge. I just happen to have a little tether so I can hang it around my neck. I'll take that off for a second. But it's a cartridge and a battery. So these cartridges, which were 50, are now 60. These cartridges usually hold half a gram. But these are 1 gram. So these are bigger. These 1 gram cartridges are $60. You screw them on the battery. The battery you charge USB. Oh, come on. Too high. And you smoke them. So I love these. They come in a bunch of flavors. You just hold down the button. The thing hits like a bomb. You gotta really take it easy. And they got like 87-91% THC as compared to the average flower, the weed, that's usually 28 to 30 or so, percent. So this is some potent stuff. And I wear it around my neck because I live in California. I wear weed around my neck when I go out. And that's the way it is today. I go out with this, went to the bank. Anyway, so I want you to see what I bought. So I bought a bunch of these, and I bought an 1/8 of Gorilla Glue. So I bought a Jack Herer, which is a sativa, Northern Lights, which is an indica, Malibu OG, which is an indica, Pineapple Express, which is a hybrid, and I bought this other pen called the Alpine pen, which, hold on, I got it in my case. Oh no, I gave it away. I gave it away to my buddy, sorry, because he was begging. Just kidding. But I gave him the Alpine because he was begging. But anyway, then I got an 1/8 of the Gorilla Glue and another battery. So this is what it came. So each one of those cartridges was just 4 cartridges at $60 a piece. 1 Alpine cartridge, which was a disposable. I don't have it here. That was $35. It was I have something similar. It's one of the disposable vapes. They come like this. You just throw away the whole thing. You just suck on it. Throw away the whole thing. Wow, that's good. You see that? Wow. That's good. That's good. Those are like 35 for half a gram. So, and they charged me $50 for an 1/8 of that Gorilla Glue. $50. Now, so here's the thing. All of that came to $345, of which they charged me $32.78 tax, and then a state excise tax of $45.32. That's almost $78 worth. It's over $78 worth of tax on a 345 order, which I know a bunch of you guys said you spent. Don't worry about it. But it's okay now, and they charge me $50 for an 1/8 of Gorilla Glue. Now let me compare that to this other stuff. So I go to the neighborhood ghetto dispensary. I want you to see. This is 4 1/4 ounces. Each one of these is the equivalent of 2/8, so a 1/4 ounce. 4 of them. Top shelf. I always have them give me the best in the shop. I say, what's the best in the shop? So I got an ounce. This was $160. You ought to see this shit. You ought to see these buds. You ought to see this. I don't know if you can. I'll try to get it up there. You got that? I'm talking about this. The structure on this stuff is, and the smell is incredible. Just telling you. So that's an ounce. So an ounce of weed in the ghetto is $160. An eighth of weed in Glendale is $50. It's some good weed. And delivered to your house better than Uber Eats.
You in Happyville, right?
I'm just saying you need to recognize the difference in what you're spending.
Yeah.
You know. So two of those gorillas would have equaled one of these, of course. And that would have been $100, where this was $40. That's more than double the price. More than double. Now let me tell you what else is happening. I asked the folks at my ghetto dispensary. They said they haven't heard anything from the city. They're doing exactly what they've been doing. They're not doing any recreational marijuana.
Right.
They're doing only medical. They're not charging you any tax or none of that because they haven't gotten their stuff from the city.
What's the name of the reference you gave? Because you said it's ghetto. That's not their name, right?
It's the ghetto dispensary.
Man, you want them to get some promotion, man. Give
I think it's called Smoke One. I don't want to get them in trouble. But, you know, down there. But so what you're finding is different dispensaries. They said that the city, first of all, the whole state of California is in an issue because they want this new packaging to be done on all the weed. Which includes this harvest date, the potency, all this stuff. And so they have supposedly millions of dollars of weed in limbo right now because it's not certified by the government standards, which just went into effect. So people are lobbying the governor to do something,
right,
a stay, so that they can just use up this weed because they want all this new packaging, which will make it come in these little packages like this shit for probably all those extra. Because I told you the point I made on my other order was that on $345 worth of weed products, they charged me almost $80 in tax.
With the tax added, what's the cost differential?
It was $345.
Right.
With tax, it was $423.
Got it.
So no wonder they did a special delivery to my house. They were like, "Oh yes, Mario, we don't deliver.
Yeah.
We don't deliver to those areas."
Yeah. I
But for $423, we'll send a special courier.
Right.
Man, they had that weed to me in like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, but that's a big order. So the point I'm bringing, go buy in the ghetto where you're going to pay less than half.
Go buy it in the
I tell you, the cost in the ghetto of an ounce has been going down since the beginning of the year.
Right.
It used to be, I was claiming late last year, about $205, and they give you a free edible. Now it's down to about $160
Wow.
in just this amount of time because there's a lot of weed out there. And I also told you, try some of these vape pens. You know, for those of you who haven't been smoking, that may be a good first choice for some of you who not really smokers. You don't have to combust anything. It's not combusted, it's just heated and vaporized. They are, you can carry them around. You can use it inconspicuously when you're visiting mom. You can do all those things late at night when your parents aren't home. You can have your vape pen. So remember all those things and remember the cost differences. That's what we wanted to alert you to here at Pax Stereo. Both to what I'm liking and enjoying and also to, the cost of stuff. Vic, any questions? See, Vic is a non-smoker.
Yeah, I can't add any variable that will allow people to feel they're gaining any knowledge from my experience. You're not going to get anything from me because I'm just looking at the economics of it as another enterprise in limbo, trying to figure out who's going to sit back. And I find it like tariffs, that we're going to tariff some asses off on marijuana, and nobody knows where. So these taxes that's coming is another way of protecting them to say, we don't know how hard we're going to get hit. So let's just go on and do what we call pass it on down. Be prepared for it. Because why would they do that, man? But see, that's just from me, a person who doesn't know any better.
I know, well, at least for those people, you're at least around it, so at least you'll be prepared to entertain your friends with some wonderful conversation. Isn't that a indica dominant hybrid?
Right.
If you go to marijuana.com, take a look at the information they're providing with you. Strain overview, strain characteristics. Look at this. Terpene profile, potency profile. Look at this shit. Pie charts of the CBDs. This is the shit they want from the state, and that's why nobody had the weed ready. They like, we would just grow weed. We didn't know we had to be a chemical production company, but they're saying, yes, you do. And that's a transition that is painful and slow.
True.
Okay, because they don't know how to do that and provide that kind of information. And then as a physician, I question the accuracy. Because I tell people, do you know how long it took to get this kind of stuff accurate for your drugs? You're asking for the same kind of accuracy. That's not going to happen. When they test this weed, are they testing one chunk out of a ton of weed? Or are they checking 1 ton out of 100 pounds of weed? What are they checking? Right. It's like when they check chicken. You know, they check a piece every so many, is it 1 piece of chicken every truckload of chicken?
Right.
I'm saying that stuff is real. So we don't know what this means. But this is what's coming. That's what's holding it up. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's why you're paying what you're paying. I want to thank some of the folks in the chat room like Brick and all them. He was like, that's a good deal. Oh, I know. My cousin told me that in Philly right now, it's like $3.50 an ounce for fairly good stuff.
Hold on a second.
$3.50.
I want to address.
Oh, okay. $3.50 an ounce. So there are prices that are out there nationwide. I know that right now, California, Washington, Colorado, Oregon, those are some dropping weed prices. The weed growers are worried about the bottom falling out of their market. And so the challenges of today are actually way different. So it's coming. Getting some questions in there from people who are coming in to the chat room. Yes, no, the prices are going down, and it's going to continue to go down. This is just a temporary spike in Los Angeles, and once people adjust to these rules and regulations, then we'll know.
Times are a-changing, but some things stay the same. You start each morning with a cup of coffee every